I'd see him sitting on that couch all day long, just staring at that Hollywood hogwash.
Our favorite show was Hollywood Hogwash.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Hollywood Hogwash. I'm Andrew Pisano along with Josh Reese.
What's up, fellas?
What is going on? We are recording this on a Thursday this week. It's very early, so not a lot of news to talk about, but there's a big story, obviously.
There's a big story that we missed just slightly last week.
Well, we had a live reaction to it in a way.
We just like, if we had podcasted like an hour later, we would have been able to get to all this shit live, because like as soon as we ended podcasting is like when everything started to come out.
Yeah.
Like you saw the back and everything, like, oh my God, like everything broke down. It was crazy.
Right.
Just barely missed it.
We're recording this on a Thursday. It's coming out Monday, but that's because it's WrestleMania weekend.
Right.
And our other podcast, What's Wrong with Wrestling, obviously. I'm driving to Dallas tomorrow, Friday. So that's
I'll
why
be
we're
in
doing
Houston,
it today.
so come meet me at places unknown, undisclosed.
Josh will just go to breweries and hoping that people will meet him there.
Yeah, recognize me. Oh, look, that's Josh from What's Wrong with Wrestling.
You were thinking about driving up for the live podcast.
I was thinking about it, but then gas prices got to be so bananas, and I was like,
that is
no,
true.
I'm not doing that.
My fucking Dallas, my Mania budget doubled. Thanks, Putin. Asshole.
Sure. Or whoever.
Yeah, but because we're doing it early, we are not getting to Morbius this week. That'll be next week.
Which seems like it might be a good thing.
Oh, yeah, it's currently at 16% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Right.
Oh, boy. I mean, that's really, really bad. I can't imagine it's worse than, like, Venom 2, but that's really bad. I mean, I assume it'll go up a little bit because these are just, like, early reviews, you know, but that's really bad. That's really bad. But, yeah, we're going to be reviewing the series premiere of Moon Knight. Give our thoughts on that. Mm-hmm. But first, we got to talk about all the other stuff going on. And really, this week, there's
some stuff.
There's some Hollywood hogwash. So, yeah, obviously, we were talking about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. And
the
some people think it wasn't. Some
world.
people think it was fake. It was staged. I don't think so.
Well, when we were reviewing it live, I thought all our reactions was, this is kind of a little bit hokey.
Well, Eric just showed us a GIF, and Eric set it up. He was like, he goes, Will Smith just knocked out Chris Rock. So we thought he punched Chris Rock, and Chris Rock got knocked out and fell to the floor. And then we see just a GIF, and it's like, it looked like a weak slap, and it was like, oh.
Right. Well, it was a fairly weak slap, but it was a full slap.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he caught him everywhere, but like it didn't look like it did that much damage.
Well, no, it's just a slap, and Chris Rock took it like a champ.
He did take it like a champ. Good for Chris Rock.
And he moved on because he could have just kept going, and he should have.
I don't know if you've seen, like, look, there's been so many breakdowns of this one moment, but there's a moment there where it looked like Chris Rock had a clenched fist behind him, like he was thinking about it. Yeah. But then, of course,
well, he saw Will Smith coming to him. Maybe he got a little nervous. I don't know what was going on in Chris Rock's mind. I imagine he thought Will Smith would have, like, maybe fake slapped him lightly, or like just like grabbed him and shook him or something. Do something funny, right? Like that's what everyone was expecting when Will Smith walked up there, that he would do something funny in defense of his wife. You know what I mean? Like something playful.
Sure.
Like maybe threaten to beat him up or anything. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, he threatened when he got back to his seat.
Maybe even bend Chris Rock over his knee and spank him. Like everyone would have been fine with that, you know?
Right. It got so weird. Like everyone was everyone at the Academy looked like they were defending Will Smith. Like there was the breakdown videos afterwards.
Well, yeah, they're like, oh,
Denzel
look, Denzel Washington
and Bradley Cooper
and Tyler Perry were comforting Will Smith, and it's like, Will Smith,
right? He comforting his emotions.
Who's comforting Chris Rock?
Right. It's so weird. That had to have been the most weirdest thing, but, it is going to help ratings next year.
That just shows you that Will Smith is so not down for his wife fucking all these rappers. All these young guys.
Well, I asked some of the ladies at work yesterday because I work with a lot of women, and they're like, "Oh no, this is 100% on Jada Pinkett." Like she obviously is like, "That's the reason why I cheated on you because defend me or whatever." Blah 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 blah. Well, all the women were not sticking up for Will Smith.
Well, why would you stick up for Will Smith? He was
like
the idiot
because
here.
they're making fun of a woman, and Will Smith is standing up for a woman, but women's takes are all in Chris Rock's court.
Well, that's in your. Well, it should be in Chris Rock's. Everyone's take should be in Chris Rock's court.
Yeah. Well, it has been.
Yeah.
The publicity.
Well, what happened? If you look, Will Smith laughed at the joke, and then you see
Jada Pinkett Smith like
Jada Pink. She looks upset by it. Will Smith's like, haha, and Jada's like, piece of shit. And then Smith is like, oh fuck. Oh, okay. I guess I gotta go slap him.
Oh fuck! If I don't slap him, she's gonna cheat on me again.
Well, it's probably a given. But I mean, yeah, they've had an open marriage for a while now, right?
I guess.
I mean, there's rumors that Will Smith had sex with Margot Robbie because they made a movie together years ago. Well, they made a couple movies together, actually.
Go for Will Smith.
So if he did, then yeah, I mean, wow, good job there, buddy. But
yeah, right.
But the thing is like he's private about it. Mm-hmm. Like there's rumors he had sex with Margot Robbie. We don't know if that's true.
Right.
But we know like a lot of people that, and I'm not saying I actually know them because I don't pay attention to this shit, but it's like public knowledge that like Jada Pinkett Smith is like fucking all these young guys and shit.
Right. That seems to be like the most unsecret or non-secret.
Because she goes on interviews and openly talks about it. Mm-hmm. So it's a little, and also, I'm sure it embarrasses Will Smith a little bit.
Like, this is just so weird and random. But like, how is this not like any type of like they're not doing any type of plugs for? I don't mean that as a funny, but like for alopecia, like like raising awareness for alopecia and everything, or something like that. You think with all this talk about what happened,
well, who would do it? Chris Rock
or Jada Pinkett Smith or whoever?
That was the tamest joke ever told.
Yes, it was very, very tame.
It's quite the overreaction.
Plus, I mean, they're calling her buff. I mean, if anything.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know.
G.I. Jane. But yeah, the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences has since initiated disciplinary proceedings against Will Smith over his actions at the Oscars. The statement claims that Smith was asked to leave the ceremony after the incident, but he refused.
Much like a Hollywood person would.
Well, so then you just get security to make him leave.
Right.
It's that easy. You can't try to save face by saying, well, we asked him to leave, but he wouldn't. It's like, no, you fucking didn't. You knew he was winning the fucking award 20 minutes later. So, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that would have been weird. Here's Jada Pinkett Smith, who was just made fun of.
Well, that's also like
an award for Will Smith.
Because we were recording the podcast, and I was like, I have to watch the Oscars now, because if he wins Best Actor, holy fucking shit. And he did. And it was obvious that he was going. They put him right front and center in the fucking crowd. You know what I mean? Like, you knew he was winning Best Actor. And then he gets up there and he's talking about how people should love each other and shit. It's like, what the fuck?
I just bitch slapped Chris Rock for making fun of my wife, but we should all love each other,
he's talking
man.
about love and all this bullshit. And then he did mention, he's like, yeah, I'm just like Richard. I'm the crazy father, man. And
love will make you do crazy things.
Yeah.
Oh, really? The threat of love?
Right. The threat of love. Yeah. Why were they? They also weren't sitting together, him and Jada. Right? There were like a few people in between them.
Was that family? Maybe, I don't know.
Still, you'd think they'd be sitting right next to each other, but
when
he won the Oscar, they were sitting next to each other. When Chris Rock told the joke, they were like a few seats apart. So I don't know what that was about, but yeah, they claim that the Academy recognizes that they could have handled the situation differently. And that's another like political thing. Differently? You mean better.
Right.
Not differently,
like
better.
We could have forced him to leave.
But they can't say better because then it makes them see like they did something wrong. But it's like, we could have handled it differently. Yeah, you mean better. You mean get him out of there.
But really, like,
and give the best actor to someone else.
What punishments are there really that they can do? I mean,
well, they're saying it's suspension, expulsion, other sanctions. And it's like suspension from what? The Oscars?
The Oscar party? I mean, yeah.
Or is he going to get kicked out of the Screen Actors Guild? Like, I don't think it's that. It's like, what? So he can't go to the Oscars next year? Fine. This was, I mean, I haven't seen the movie, and Will Smith is a great actor. So I'm sure he was great in the movie, but it seems like this was more of like a lifetime achievement. Kind of like what they gave to Leonardo DiCaprio a few years ago.
Yeah, I could
for
see
The
that.
Revenant.
Sure.
And it was like, that movie sucked.
Yeah.
Like, he should have won it for Wolf of Wall Street, for Departed, for so many other roles.
Right.
And Leonardo DiCaprio won it for
An accumulation of greatness.
The Revenant. It seems like they did the same thing with Will Smith here.
It could be, for sure.
But yeah, they're not doing anything.
Well,
if anything, it'll be like a fine, and oh no, Will Smith has to pay $10,000.
Right.
Oh, here, let me pull out my. Oh, here's a $10,000 bill that I fucking bought.
Here's $10,000 in gifts I got back from the Oscars.
Yeah, exactly. I just returned the car they gave me. That's fine.
But I mean, I do hate our society a little bit because this was really tame, and it was also just a slap. But I mean, look, we're talking about this almost a week later, and this is still dominating society nowadays. Sure. I mean, this is
it's going to be
been 24 hours.
It's forever. It's forever going to be a meme,
right?
I mean, the memes and the videos people have made are so great.
But we're talking about a slap.
Yeah, it was a slap, but still, like it was uncalled for.
It was uncalled for.
And again, it's like, to be offended by these jokes. It's like,
I loved it. I loved it afterwards when they were like, the LA police
imagine
were
if
like,
Don Rickles was fucking up there. Go ahead. Sorry.
well, no, just the LA police afterwards were like, Chris Rock declined to press charges.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's a slap, people. It's a slap, pal.
Yeah, but
Let's get the fuck over
he got
it.
humiliated on national television.
Sure.
In front of the world.
Well,
that's why you could press charges or sue or anything like that. Jim Carrey said he would have sued. He's like, I would have sued him for like $100 million or something like that. He's like,
really?
Yeah.
Wow, I think differently of Jim Carrey now.
Okay. Why?
I don't know. You get slapped. You sue someone for a slap. If you slap me, I got to sue you.
Yeah, you would sue Will Smith, Josh, to get $1 million. Yes, you would.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I wish Will Smith would slap me.
I don't think so.
But Chris Rock doesn't need $1 million. He's already rich. That's the point.
I guess we think about things differently.
You would do it. If you don't, you're dumb. You let Will Smith slap you, Josh. I'm gonna say something. If I ever see them,
if we're in a group together,
I'm gonna say something to Jada just to get slapped.
Alopecia.
G.I. Jane, what's up? Yeah. It's not the first time Will Smith slapped someone. There was that reporter that was trying to prank Will Smith like 10, 15 years ago. He tried to kiss Will Smith on the lips, and then Will Smith slapped him for it. But that guy deserved it.
Right.
You don't just fucking kiss someone on the lips like,
I might sue someone for that.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, a lot of celebrities were, they were supporting, obviously, Chris Rock here.
I did love the, I know I tagged you in it, or I sent you the tweet afterwards, just with all the people, all the celebrities' reactions to it afterwards. Yeah. It was so funny. Everyone had such a different, wild reaction.
Yep.
That was so great.
Well, then there was like a fake one, like a fake reaction pictures, and it was just like pictures from other stuff of like celebrities making faces. But
right, that too. The Oscars just seemed like it was, I don't know, like cringy bad this year. Like there was also an Amy Schumer thing this year where she said that Kristen Dunst was a seat filler.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Oscars has been going down for many years, but
I saw a picture of like Amy Schumer like in a Spider-Man outfit. I didn't see what the bit was, but I was like, God, that looks fucking terrible.
Terrible, yeah. I don't know.
She hasn't been funny for a long time now.
I watched the slap, but this is not going to make me want to watch the Oscars next year. So that's just how I feel.
Right. Yeah. Speaking of the Oscars, Dune took home the most awards with 6 wins. They were for Best Sound, Production Design, Film Editing, Cinematography, Visual Effects, and Score. Certainly cinematography. It was a beautiful movie.
Right.
Just boring.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Did not watch it yet. And
me and Eric watched it then?
Yeah, you and Eric.
Yeah.
It looked beautiful, and it's got Zendaya in it, but you were like, Zendaya's barely in it.
She's barely in it.
So I mean, I don't know if I really want to watch it. I watch movies for Zendaya.
Apparently, well, she's gonna have a huge role in the second one.
Maybe I'll watch that one, but I'm not interested in the first.
Yeah. All right. Also, the Top Gun 2 trailer is out. Just came out a few days ago, so let's check it out.
What do we have here? Yeah, here I thought we were special.
Fellas, this here's Bagman.
Hangman.
Whatever.
What the hell kind of mission is this?
Is that Miles Teller?
Everyone
It
here
is,
is the
yeah.
best there is.
I like him.
Who the hell
Yeah,
are they
yeah,
going to
yeah.
get to teach
Huh.
us?
With a mustache.
Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell. Let me be perfectly blunt. You are not my first choice. You are here at the request of Admiral Kazansky, a.k.a. Iceman. He seems to think that you have something left to offer the Navy. What that is, I can't imagine.
John Hamm hamming it up.
With all due respect,
He's an
sir,
asshole?
I'm not a teacher. Just want to manage expectations.
Jesus.
What the hell? Good morning, aviators.
Almost
This
crashed
is the
in.
captain speaking.
I don't think that's something you can do.
What if they weren't good pilots and they didn't move?
Right.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Lady pilots.
We're going into combat on a level no living pilot's ever seen. Not even him.
You think up there you're dead. Believe me.
My dad believed in you.
Are they attacking Russia?
I'm not going to make the same mistake.
Hopefully.
Someone's not coming back from this.
Those are your pilots. Anything happens to them. You'll never forgive yourself.
No turning back now.
Having any fun yet?
He's doing so many rules that I think would be
I
banned.
think that's the point. That's why he's
The
That's
Maverick.
why he's Maverick.
Look, I'm interested in the movie.
Where's the volleyball? What the fuck?
Well, they couldn't do volleyball. That's why they did beach football.
Why?
I don't know. They have to do a different beach sport every year.
But
The
apparently,
next-
apparently volleyball games are like a big part of it, like in
are
real
they?
life. Yeah.
Fuck if I know. I've never been in.
Did you watch? Have you seen the first Top Gun?
Yeah, I saw the first Top Gun.
I have not.
Really? Wow. That's my that's your reaction to me whenever I said I didn't watch The Departed.
Well, I'm younger than you, Josh. So
You're 1 year younger than me.
no, 2 years.
2 years?
You're 37, right?
You should probably watch Top Gun. It was pretty good.
Well, I'll watch it, yeah, because obviously we're going to review this movie, and it comes out in like a couple months, so I got to watch Top Gun. I got to watch the first one.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Maybe we should do a
it's one of
review
those
that.
movies where, like, it's one of those popular movies that I kind of know everything that happens in the first one because people talk about it so much.
Oh, fair. Yeah. Lots
But-
of volleyball scene. That's true. Lots of volleyball.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a very 80s movie.
It's pretty 80s. For
But
sure.
yeah, I'll check out the first one before we watch this one, obviously. It looks good. You know, Tom Cruise is always good.
Wow. Oh, yes. So you don't know the whole thing because in the movie, Miles Teller, as you were talking.
You're going to spoil it?
I guess I won't, but yeah. Wow, he doesn't know about it. Fans, it's crazy. All right, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Keep my mouth shut. I want to see your reaction.
He's someone's son who died in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I know about that a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah.
Not everything. But Goose, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to check it out.
Poor Goose.
Poor Goose. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
40 years later.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
When did the first one come out? It was the 80s, right?
Late 80s, early 90s, for sure. And
Top Gun, 86. I was born. That's when I was born. I was born in 86.
wow.
Enough, Owen Wilson.
I was 2 years old.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it until I was probably
Tim
10.
Robbins is in it?
I don't know who Tim Robbins is.
Yeah, you do.
Is that Goose?
No, that's not Goose. But yeah, that looks good. I mean, obviously the effects are a lot better.
Yeah.
And we'll see what crazy stunt Tom Cruise did for real. He probably really flew those fucking planes.
I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know how he gets the clearances to fly those things, because I think he really flew the planes in Top Gun 1 too.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it. Tom Cruise can do whatever he wants, apparently.
That is true. But he has the power of Scientology now.
Well, through the power of Scientology, you can do anything, I guess.
All right, this is some sad news. Bruce Willis's family announced that he is stepping away from acting following an aphasia diagnosis. I don't even know. I should have looked up how to pronounce that word.
It is aphasia.
It is?
You know what aphasia is, right?
Well, yes, I do now.
Yeah. No.
Aphasia is a language disorder that impacts the ability to produce or understand speech. It often is that what you have? Do you have that?
No.
No.
Well, I mean, I knew what it was.
I'm just kidding. It often occurs after a stroke or head injury, but can also develop gradually due to a slow-growing brain tumor or disease
I
that
didn't know
causes
about the tumor,
degenerative
that makes
damage.
sense.
Well, it says it often happens after a stroke or head injury.
Right.
But it could also be a tumor.
Yeah, I mean,
that's sad, but I mean, he really wasn't doing big blockbusters anymore anyway.
No,
maybe for that reason, but also because he kind of aged out in Hollywood.
Yeah, but apparently he still has a lot of movies that are in post-production.
He does a bunch of like he's been doing straight to video movies for a while now.
But I wonder if these are going to get a little bit more maybe screen time, considering that this is the absolute last things he's doing.
Yeah, if he's stepping away, then he must be in really bad health.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
What was your favorite Bruce Willis movie? I think mine is definitely the Die Hard 1. That might be my favorite.
Yeah, how could it not be, right?
Well, I mean, I know how much you love Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call that a Bruce Willis movie. You know?
I guess that's right.
Like, I mean, he's in it, sure.
He was also really good in Red. Red was really good.
I never saw Red.
It was good. I never saw Moonlighting. I know my parents love Moonlight.
Go to the 80s. Keep going. Hudson Hawk is hilarious.
Hudson Hawk? I never saw
that. It bombed in theaters, and like it since has like somewhat of a cult following, but it's just like a funny B movie basically. It's really funny. You should check it out. I do love Hudson Hawk. Yeah, I mean the Die Hard movies. I always liked Die Hard 3 the most as a kid.
Die Hard 3 is good. Yeah.
Die Hard with a Vengeance with Samuel L. Jackson. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to watch that again.
Maybe we should, in his honor.
He's not dead yet. All right. In a recent interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Andrew Garfield was asked about the possibilities of The Amazing Spider-Man 3 going into development. Garfield said there's nothing to share, but he also acknowledged the fact that nobody will ever believe anything he says again. And that's true.
Isn't he the guy that always like spoils things?
No, that's Tom Holland.
Oh, Tom Holland.
Andrew Garfield was the one they were like, so you're in Spider-Man No Way Home? And he was like, no, I'm not. I'm definitely not. Yeah.
Okay. He was keeping kayfabe alive.
I think Spider-Man 3 with Garfield is definitely going to happen. I think it's definitely going to happen.
I definitely couldn't see him being part of the universe going forward, especially considering that we're going to get the multiverse.
Yeah.
So
right.
I could see that happening.
Well, that's apparently what they're doing with Morbius.
He's in the shitty universe.
He's in the shitty, and so is Garfield.
They're in the same universe together.
Well, it's the Sony. They should just call it the Sony
universe.
The SCU, the Sony SCU.
That's funny.
The Sony Cinematic Universe, because it sucks. That's where you have Venom, the shitty Venom, and all that. Yeah,
I could see that.
Also, there's a rumor going around that there's going to be a prequel series to the It horror movies. I know Josh is excited about that.
Hard pass. We're going to hard pass.
The series apparently would be on HBO Max and would focus on the origins of Pennywise the Clown.
I thought Pennywise was an alien?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have nothing to add.
I didn't see the movies. I'm not a huge horror fan. I saw like the opening scene and I was like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah.
They brutally murder a child. It's like, fuck.
The only things I've got this week is what's coming out, or some of the big movies and things that are coming out on the streaming platforms in April.
Yeah.
One of them is Ozark season 4. The finale, part 2, is coming out on Netflix.
Okay.
That's going to be April 29th. Really looking forward to that one. Love Ozark. The other one that is coming out is Barry season 3 on HBO Max. I have not seen that, but people have told me, and I know Andrew's a big fan of it, that Barry is actually really good.
I do like it.
Coming out Sunday, April 24th.
It's been so long since season 2 because like they haven't had a season since like COVID. I think season 2 was like early 2020 or 2019, so it's been a long time.
Okay.
That's a long time, man.
I'm really interested in it. I might have to check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, as far as movies go, there's 3 big movies coming out in April.
Ambulance.
Come on. We have.
I want to see it. I want to see it more than I want to see Morbius.
Well, sure. Morbius looks terrible. But Morbius is, it's a big deal. It's part of the MCU. You kind of have to see it.
Just barely.
So there's Morbius, Sonic 2. And The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, the Nicolas Cage movie.
I am actually looking forward to that.
That comes out towards the end of April. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that the most.
Yes. That looks amazing.
I can't fucking wait for that. Yeah. But there you go. That's all for Hollywood Hogwash, the news and rumors section. So let's review the series premiere of Moon Knight. So what'd you think about the first episode?
It was... I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of, the British accent just in general. So, that was a little bit jarring to me.
You don't like British people?
I like British people, but I'm not a big fan of it. I guess I'm just...
They can't all take place in New York.
I guess that's true, too. We got to open up the world. I like that it's a different
setting.
It is a different setting.
Apparently, this is not... They're saying that this is not connected to the MCU.
Well, that would be weird. So this dude's just a random Marvel character just doing his own random things?
Yeah, we'll see if that holds up.
Yeah, it's kind of...
But apparently, it's not connected to the MCU. It's its own thing.
The bad guy seems...
Which is interesting because everything else is connected to the MCU. I guess they're trying to do like the DCU where like nothing's connected.
Well, even Daredevil's connected to the MCU.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
Right. There was a lot... It's, I wasn't expecting a great first episode because we've never seen this we've never seen this hero before. We've never seen these characters before.
I guess...
There's a lot to explain. And that's what this episode... not really explanation, but it was just a lot of like introductions to everything. And
I guess that's what it was, with the other characters on every other MCU movie and TV show. I know a lot about it. So,
right.
There's not much explanation.
You already know about Hawkeye. You already know about Loki.
But Moon Knight, I know absolutely fucking nothing about. I guess he has multiple personalities. He's a narcoleptic.
Well, we don't really know what the thing is yet.
Well, yeah, for sure. And just
that little girl at the museum when he was like, "Oh, that thing, when you die, it gets, it decides whether you go to heaven or whatever, something like that." And she was like, "Well, how did you feel when you got rejected?" And he was like, "I'm not dead." And it was like, I don't know. I felt like that was some sort of like subtle hint. Maybe he's dead or something. I don't know, something like that. Maybe the other guy's dead. I don't know.
It's a little bit confusing.
Well, it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's taking a minute. But there's only 6 episodes, so this is going to have to go pretty quick.
Well, these shows have been good.
Yeah.
So I have faith. But the first thing we see is Ethan Hawke, who plays a man named Arthur that likes to walk with broken glass in his shoes. He just...
Yeah.
He's a pain freak, I guess. I don't know.
I guess.
And then Oscar Isaac plays Stephen, who works at a gift shop in a museum in London, and he stays up all night while cuffing his ankle to the bed. He's afraid to fall asleep for obvious reasons that we find out.
Right. I guess he knows that he's narcoleptic or,
Well, he wakes up in unknown places, and there's a voice in his head telling him to surrender the body to Mark.
Idiot.
Yeah. The voice kind of is reminded me of like Hugo Weaving. Like it's kind of the
bit.
V for Vendetta voice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, like a little silly. Let me see who does that voice, if I could find out.
Well, I've got it.
Unless it's Oscar Isaac that does the silly voice.
Well, I mean, I don't know who the people are. I have IBDM about right now. Is he Kushna? If so, that's F. Murray Abraham.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. The problem is we don't know who does the voice. Or we don't know what character that is.
Right.
I don't think Moon Knight is the character.
No. So we see Arthur is in this same town, and the people there worship him. He has some sort of like scale tattoo on his arm that judges people. And if they're bad, like that old lady who clearly like murdered children or something,
right?
He killed her.
Well, no, what it was is they said that it can see into the future as well, that you might do something bad in the future.
She's already like 80 years old. What else is she going to do?
She's apparently going to go murder people. She was on her way today to murder somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is like Minority Report, and I guess he's a precog.
He's Minority. Yeah. Nice.
The tattoos say Red Ball.
Good reference. Where did you find that? On the 100 Worst Movies of All Time?
No, I've just been looking at that anyways. I was seeing if Morbius showed up on there yet, but no, it's not there.
What is number one? What's like the worst movie of all
I just
time?
turned it off.
All right, it's okay. It's okay.
Lord,
Don't
we'll
worry
do it
about
another day.
Yeah. So I guess he killed her, right? She's dead, that old lady?
Yeah, I thought it sucked the life force out.
Yeah.
But it kept the other guy alive.
Well, he was a good person. Arthur recognizes Stephen because he has a scarab thing that he wants, and Stephen tries to give it back, but he doesn't have control of his body. The people grab him, and then whoever else is like inside of him takes over and kills everyone. That's what happens a lot this episode. Is
he keeps on falling asleep?
He blacks out, and then the other guy kills all the people, and then he wakes up and there's dead bodies everywhere.
So is he falling asleep, or is the other guy forcing himself in? That's what
he's forcing himself in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically like the Hulk. Like Bruce Banner blacks out, turns into the Hulk.
I think I wrote that down.
And then he comes back and he's like, "Oh my god, I've killed everyone."
I think I wrote that down. He's a lame version of the Hulk.
A lame version. I like the car chase.
The car
to wake me up before you go. That was funny. Yes. And every time he's about to die, he blacks out. The other guy takes over, and eventually he wakes up in his bed, and he thinks it was all a dream. However, his goldfish that had one fin now has two, so he's suspicious of that.
That's so weird. That's something so strange to notice.
Yeah. He also has a date scheduled, but when he woke up, it was Sunday instead of Friday, so he missed a few days there.
I felt so bad for that. The lady's like, "Don't ever call me again. Cheers."
Yeah. Right. And
how is she not more concerned? Like, where have you been the last 2 days? She's like, "Fuck off, losing my number."
It was like
Cheers.
a first date thing, and as far as she knows, he just,
But they work together. I figure they might know each other a little bit more than that.
Right.
I guess not.
Yeah, also, he's at the steak restaurant, and he's a vegetarian, and then he's like, "You know what? I'll have a steak." And they were like, "How do you want it?" And he said he knew nothing about steaks or like...
"I'll just take the best cut."
Yeah. And he was like, "All right, well done it is." And it's like, "No, not well done. Oh, it's terrible."
Yeah, that's his first introduction after being a vegan.
Medium. Say medium.
It's a well done steak.
Yeah.
He's going to go back to being a vegan.
Yeah, he's going to hate it. Well done. It's nasty, man. I never liked, when I was a kid, if we go to a restaurant and get a burger or a steak or anything, my mom would always say "well done" for like my burgers, and I didn't really like burgers.
Wow.
And then finally I got older and I got to choose my own, and I got to meat, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is way better.
This is delicious. Wow, it doesn't taste like burnt."
Well done.
It's
gets
amazing.
rid of all the taste.
Yeah, all the juiciness.
All the juices. So Stephen finds a phone in his apartment, and he calls a Layla, who thinks he's Mark, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're alive," But he's supposed to be the other guy. There's another voice in his head again, so he freaks out. He runs into the elevator, and a giant monster comes after him, and he screams, but then it's just an old lady.
That was kind of...
He's going like in and out,
That was a good scene. The elevator scene was kind of good. I like the way it was filmed. It was nice.
Yeah. No, yeah, the cinematography, and that's all good. Arthur finds Stephen back at the museum. He tells Steven about how the scarab belongs to an Egyptian goddess named Amit, who punishes evildoers and would have even stopped Hitler if she wasn't betrayed.
Oh, so she was thousands of years old, I guess.
So he must be like, Ethan Hawke must be like one of her disciples or something, right? Like that's how he has powers?
Yeah, probably.
That's what I'm guessing.
Maybe she gets a new disciple every 100 years or so.
Well, they have many, though, remember? There was other people in the museum who were like, I have it too, motherfucker.
Well, I didn't know if they were disciples or more just followers.
Oh, maybe. Yeah,
maybe.
That's true. So, he does his judgy thing to Steven, and he says, there's chaos in you, and then Steven runs away.
If he had just turned the scales, he could have killed him right there.
Well, does he have the power? I think it, like, literally judges you, and then it's just, like...
So it judges him as even?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. So Steven works the overnight shift, and he hears a dog, so he goes to check on it, but it's a monster, of course. He retreats into the bathroom, but his mirror reflection tells him, I could save us, but you have to give me control.
In a different accent, too. An American accent.
Yeah. So Steven gives up control, and we finally see Moon Knight, and he beats the shit out of that fucking monster to end the show. And then he just kind of like walks into the frame. We get to see him. And it was basically like all the scenes we saw in the trailer.
Right, yeah. So not much has been spoiled outside the first episode.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean,
But Moon Knight looks really cool.
It was a good taste for this universe.
Right.
You know?
Universe, yeah.
It wasn't, I didn't get everything I wanted, but it was a good little introduction.
Sure.
I didn't think it was great, but I'm very interested to see where it goes. I haven't been disappointed by very many things that Disney has done.
Right.
So.
I mean, as long as it's better than Falcon Winter Soldier, then, we'll be good.
I will say, we saw blood here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we might be seeing some more. They talked about how we're going to be seeing some vicious scenes in Moon Knight. So we might be able to be seeing some vicious beatdowns.
Yeah.
And which could, of course, lead to what we've talked about before, a vicious Daredevil or a normal Daredevil.
Yeah, it won't be a vicious Daredevil.
We'll see.
It'll be an MCU
They've
Daredevil.
avoided showing much blood.
By the way, you want to know why you can't find Daredevil on Disney Plus?
Yeah, because I've been looking for it. Why?
Because... First of all, what Disney Plus account are you using?
Mine.
It's your own?
Mm-hmm. I'll log on to it right now.
Okay, log on. Log on your computer. You have to change the settings.
I didn't know that.
Because, now that they have mature content on there, you have to allow yourself to view it. It's like like that happened for me too, so then I had to go on my sister's thing and like change that out.
So you have been watching Daredevil?
Avatar is Mickey Mouse.
I don't change that shit. Your content rating is set to TV 14. So so I have to change it to R or something like that?
Yeah, go to settings.
Oh,
Edit profiles. Edit profiles.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
You fucked up. I'm just going to grab your computer in a second here.
Oh
my God, Josh. Anyways, you go to edit profile and you change it to TVMA, and that's
terrible.
how you fix it.
Okay, I'll do this off camera.
One day Josh will be able to figure it out.
Oh,
but I
God,
guess,
why isn't this working?
I guess Moon Knight is TV 14. So it's not MA like Daredevil. Daredevil's,
And
and Punisher is MA as well, of course.
Okay, I was about to say Punisher has to be up there as well.
That's just a fucking gory bloodbath. Who are these other people? What kind of names are those?
People I know. Wait, so what is your avatar then? Can I change my avatar?
Mine is like the Hulk right now.
Really?
Go down. No, stop fucking with your avatar.
I'm trying. Okay.
Go down. Parental controls. Go down. Down. Okay, good God, Josh. Holy shit.
My computer just turned off.
Let's get to fan questions, shall we?
Oh, Lord God, help me.
You are a virus. Like you're a virus to computers.
I'm Cyrus the Virus.
Yeah. All right, fan questions and comments. Mario Rizzo, great show. Not sure why some reports refer to Moon Knight as Marvel's version of Batman. Wouldn't that be Iron Man? I mean, yeah, he's a rich guy that makes his own shit.
I guess, but Iron Man is definitely not nonchalant.
I mean, so far, I would not say Moon Knight is Batman. It doesn't really remind me anything of Batman, other than just he kind of looks like the costume's like a white version of Batman's suit. But
yeah,
That's it.
He broods maybe, but yeah.
Jason Deerham said he was brought in to be Marvel's equivalent of Batman because of Batman's popularity, but if he could beat up a monster like that, I'd say he'd kick Batman's ass pretty easy.
I don't know.
Depends what Batman.
Nobody.
I mean, Ben Affleck would probably just shoot him to death.
Right.
Carlos Ramirez, would a WWE movie or series work? If done right, it could win awards and make a lot of money.
Well, we've tried doing them.
We've seen it's not a WWE movie, but it's a movie about wrestling. The Wrestler won awards.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
What did it win?
Mickey Rourke won Best Actor for the Golden Globes.
Okay, I got what I thought you meant the one that's happening right now. What is that called?
What?
Not The Wrestler, the one that CM Punk's on?
No, that's a show.
That's what I thought.
Heels?
Heels, that's what it is.
No. I mean, yeah, if done right. Look, there's going to be a biopic on Hulk Hogan. Chris Hemsworth is playing Hulk Hogan. I think it's a Netflix movie.
Aren't they doing one on Vince McMahon too?
I think that's a TV show.
A TV show? Okay.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Young Vince. Like Young Rock.
It just depends it just depends how they do it. Like, does WWE have too much say in this movie? Then it'll probably suck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Hulk Hogan, WWE champion. Was not called WWE in the fucking 80s.
Right.
So, we'll see. Jason Deerham, I like how everything we saw in the main trailer for Moon Knight basically happened in the first episode. I'm thinking Mark Spector is the main personality. So do you think the rest of the series will be from his point of view? I don't know about that. I mean, I feel like they introduced this character, the Steven character, for a reason. I'm sure he'll keep going in and out.
Right. Yeah.
Pop Culture Junkie, I think doing the review of Batman 89 was a nice change of pace and thought maybe once a month y'all could put up a poll for fans to choose between 4 classic films, and the one with the most votes is given a review. Might help when there's a slow week with nothing new or good to review.
Sure, but things are starting to pick up a little bit.
Yeah.
So maybe
we're going to be busy for a while.
Weeks.
We're going to be busy for a while because then there's Better Call Saul, there's Obi-Wan in May, so might be a while before we have some time.
Yeah. But I'm open for
review
that.
another shitty Batman movie or a different Batman movie.
Con Air. No, we got to get to Con Air.
Yeah, we could do Con Air too. That's a legit good movie though. That movie's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, that's all for fan questions. So make sure you subscribe to our podcast wherever you're viewing us. We also have exclusive videos on the YouTube channel, Hollywood Hogwash Pod. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Hollywood Hog Pod. And next week, we gotta do episode 2 of Moon Knight.
Sure, I'm down.
And we gotta do Morbius.
Well, I'll leave. Eric can do that one with you. I'll stay for the Moon Knight one. Okay, I'll do Morbius too.
See you there.